Good evening. It's Bob from OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company. Last minute betting with the sports nuts. There's only one nut here tonight. Mike is at a basketball game. Got a kid to coach. Looking for content creators for OddsJam, doing things that I do, not just just do YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. We're looking for content creators. Email me, bob@oddsjam.com. And also, I got the Bet MGM at PointsBet sign-up bonuses below. Underdog Fantasy and Thrive bonuses. Fantasy deposit matches are below, so go get those. All right, I'm here, and I'm ready to talk a little sports with you. We're going to see if we can find some things for tonight. I did an anytime touchdown scorer video earlier today. I'd appreciate it if you go and look at that for tonight's game between the Steelers and the Colts. Let's talk about that game just a little bit. Here's my thing, okay? I just really have a tough time believing that you're going to keep Mike Tomlin down. I mean, he's doing everything that he can to make things happen. And, I just don't see that happening. Well, what do you guys think? I mean, seriously, do you really think that Tomlin's a great coach? And I know that he doesn't have the same kind of personnel that he once had. And the big thing is that he's missing a guy like Big Ben. But still, with that being said, don't you think that isn't this a game tonight that really plays into the hands of the Steelers? And plus you're getting points. Am I crazy thinking that? What do you guys think? Let me know. All right. Don't really have very many people in here right now, which is disappointing. But that's the way it goes when you're on this little channel. We do appreciate all of you that have come into the channel and subscribed. We appreciate that very, very much. All right. So I'm going to share my screen here. We're going to look at some things. And by the way, let's take a look. Here's where we're at right now. The Chiefs have moved in to the lead for the conference winner and Super Bowl winner, followed by the Bills. 49ers third for the Super Bowl. Then the Eagles and the Cowboys. Eagles favored to win the NFC, followed by the Niners, Cowboys, Vikings, and I don't know why Tampa Bay is still there, because Tampa Bay is not a very good team. So if we look here right now, we know that we can get the Steelers, and let's look at screen here. By the way, if you just want, the main markets, you can get screen for $49.99 or $49 a month. If you want player props too, which is my suggestion, $79 a month. So if we look here, it looks like we're finding plus 2.5 as being the number, or minus 2.5, whatever you want to call it. Steelers, plus 2.5, you can get it, minus 105 looks like best odds. Actually, no, plus 100 at PointsBet will get you the best odds. So that's what I would be looking at. Steelers plus 2.5 is probably a fairly decent play. Unless you're, totally convinced on the Colts. then it's a whole different story. Anytime touchdown scores, here's what the odds look like for them. And you can see you can have them all here. Cody White is an outlier. So is Connor Hayward, I'm sorry. Where did I find? One that I didn't pick today, Jonathan Taylor. And the reason I didn't pick Jonathan Taylor is there's just no value on him anywhere. Just no value on him anywhere. So go take a look at the video. I picked 3. See what you think on those picks. In the meantime, let's go to the Positive EV page. Let's go look at some recommended filters. Let's see if we can find some that are worth playing. And Friarmouth over 4.5. Player receptions. We're going to add it to the bet tracker. It's on Prize Picks. 5 flex there. So let's add that one. De'Aaron Fox over 1.5 player made 3s on Underdog Fantasy. Let's add that. Things working just a little bit slow right now. Leon Draisaitl under 3.5. Player shots on goal. We'll jump on that one too. Interesting spread here with Kansas minus 14. First half point spread against Texas Southern. Minnesota. Scotty Carell, if he was in here right now, he'd say, take that bet, Bob. Bob's going to take it once again for half a unit. All right, let me stop sharing for a second. See if I got anybody out here making any comments. Nothing at the present point in time. And believe me, we're not going to make this show real long. Kansas minus 14 first half point spread. Let's hit it. Recommended filters, folks. These are the plays that are most likely to hit in Positive EV. Joe Pavelski under 2.5 player shots on goal. Total goals between Vegas and Columbus. You know what? I just can't jump on that one. I'm sorry. Bulls minus 2.5 against Utah. I'll stay away from that. Kenny Pickett over 31.5 player passing attempts. I don't see that happening. All right. I'm going to leave that alone, and I'm going to shut off the recommended filters. And I'm going to go change my markets to today's market. Player props off, main and alternate markets on. Boston Celtics team total under 117.5. I like this play. Half a unit. First half point spread. Boy, this is against Charlotte. I like it. Another play. That's some Positive EV plays there, folks. Let's see here. Columbus Blue Jackets plus 2.5. Yeah, I like that play. I know it's minus 160, but you know what? It's money. And I know we could find greater value, and that's what we look for. But that doesn't mean that you just walk away from some of these plays. Okay. Just because they're not plus money or not minus 110 or minus 105 doesn't mean that you don't bet them. You still got to make money, and positive EV is about making money. All right, let's go look at some straight player props here. Change the market here to player props. Change the market width to 38 cents. And now, as you can see, we've got a few plays here. Evan Mobley, under 29.5 PRA. We'll hit that. You know I love those PRAs in the NBA and player shots on goal in the NHL. Ben Simmons, under 7.5 player rebounds. I actually like this play, too. Now, if you notice, folks, I want you to notice that some of these plays here, you know, the recommended bet size is small. I'm playing around with some ideas by using the settings, and I've been sitting down with customers and putting their bankroll in there. We're going to put my bankroll in there. And instead of that multiplier being set at the default setting, which is 0.5, try lowering that and making sure you have the actual recommended bet size percentage, all that. You just make sure you have it all in there. Here we go. Jason Robertson, under 3.5 player shots on goal. We'll hit that. But I'm still a unit guy because it's easier for me to keep track of. But this is if I was going to bet all these blindly. That is how I would approach it. Cleveland Cavaliers, money line against Toronto, plus 166. Gosh, I wish I could pull the trigger on that. And I'll probably kick myself for that. But the whole concept here is if I lower this number in my settings, I can bet all of this without risking a bunch of my my bankroll. You know, I don't want to risk my whole bankroll every night. You know what I mean? So that is part of the concept of betting like that. Let's go look and see what we hit. And then I'm going to let you guys get back to supper and whatever, right? Here's the bet tracker. And we just hit a bunch of bets, guys. I mean, a bunch. All right, let's look. We've got the over on receptions for Freiermuth, over 4.5. Price Picks 5 Flex, De'Aaron Fox, over 1.5. Player made threes. Underdog Fantasy, Leon Draisaitl, under 3.5 player shots on goal on Underdog Fantasy. Minnesota plus 10.5 at PointsBet. Kansas minus 14 first half point spread on Caesars. Boston under 117.5 total points on BetMGM. Minus 6.5 first half point spread. Columbus Blue Jackets plus 2.5 on the puck line on BetMGM. Evan Mobley under 29.5 PRA on BetMGM. Ben Simmons under 7.5 player rebounds on DraftKings. Jason Robertson under 3.5 player shots on goal on FanDuel. There you go, man. How you like that? There's some money to be made tonight, all right? So let's do it. Let's go do it right now. Go make some money. And I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll have Mike here tomorrow. All right? You guys have a great night. Peace. OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company. Stephen Bassett, thank you, my friend. Appreciate you showing up. Have a great night, guys.